Okay guys, we finally made it. So we're at the fairgrounds at the Hartford County Fairgrounds, and this is actually one of the longest running fairgrounds in the state of Ohio, and it's been here since 1858. But we're basically over at the stadium, and this place is huge, man. I don't even know how. I mean, we'll be coming here a lot. I mean, especially if I get onto something, but it's gonna take forever to metal detect this. I mean, like years. So I don't know, I'll probably come here as much as I can, because I got to figure out. I couldn't really find a lot. I was trying to look for old maps and stuff, but I couldn't really find anything to kind of narrow it down to where maybe where the oldest part would be. I know the track's old, but I'm sure they've redone it a dozen times. So I'll kind of show you guys around, and I'll try to figure out where I'm going to get started at. So we're basically in the stadium right now, and the reason I started here because it's real windy. So I'll show you guys around. So this is the track, so I'm sure they run horses and stuff here. I'm sure it's hard. I'm sure they do a lot of stuff here, and they definitely have horse races here. But since that coronavirus, I've only seen, the last time I was here, there was only like 3 or 4 people even here. It looks like they have some kind of little event over here, but they have there's a church that used to be in town, and they moved it over here, a real old church from the 1800s, and I think maybe they're having a wedding or something, for all I know. I'm not positive. I'm probably not even gonna walk over there, but this place is huge. I mean, I've been here twice, but now that I'm actually doing it because I got permission, and actually they were real easy on the permission. It wasn't, the guy acted kind of like I was bothering him when I called him, and he said that I didn't have to call him, and I just told him what the mayor said and that sign out here said. But this place is huge, and there are some old trees, but it ain't like, if there was an area with a bunch of old trees, that's probably where I'd start. So we'll probably I'll probably just zigzag, but it's huge. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to, I wouldn't even put a dent in this today, that's for sure. But they do have this over here where it says that it's 150 years running since 2008. I don't know if you guys can see, but that church is right there. I'm not gonna go over there. There's a lot of people over there. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. They're probably getting married in that old church. It kind of looks like that's what's going on. But like I said, they were real lenient with the permission. I just called, and it was like no big deal. So I'm not for sure if they open the gates early, and I think the mayor probably opens it, and it's just open until dark. I don't know that either. And I kind of got, it's probably like going on 11 o'clock. I had a couple other things I had to do this morning, so plus this is it's about 45-minute drive from the house. So I'm probably just going to drive around a little bit and try to figure out where I want to start. Then I'll just start zigzagging. Then when I start getting into some old stuff, I'll stop. But there's a few old trees. I'll probably, up here, up in the front and stuff, I'll probably do that probably last, unless I get desperate and I'm not finding nothing. Because I've done fairgrounds before, and there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you don't want to dig, and there's a lot of money. So there's always money laying everywhere. And the other fairgrounds I did find a couple silvers, but I just quit going because it was too hard. Because I mean, it was like every inch there was a signal. So I was digging all this regular clad and bottle caps and stuff. So I just basically quit going there. And even that place, I know other people metal detect it, but so I'll get back to you guys as soon as I figure out, because I actually got, right now I don't know where I'm gonna get started at, because this place is huge. And there's a houses around it, like one house on each side. So I assume the fair never went that far, because I was thinking maybe over here would be the oldest part. Then in the back there's a lot of like stuff you can tell they dug in the ground, because they have these little electric boxes for like people's campers. So I probably won't even mess with that. I'm sure there's stuff around it, but like I said, it's going to be digging a lot of stuff is what it's going to be. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I start getting onto something. Okay guys, I'm on to something. I'll probably leave it on for a while and I'll show you guys what I'm up against. Because actually I picked this area over here because there was a big tree and it's kind of open. There ain't a lot of electrical stuff. And that's why I picked it. I'm like way on the other side because this place is just massive. I mean, this is probably the biggest place I've ever been to metal detect. And this is only the second hole I dug. The first one was a quarter. But I'll kind of leave the camera on for a little bit so you guys can see what I'm up against. Unless we end up hitting a good. So this is a coin. That other one, that quarter I pulled out here was red like this too. So it's just a memorial penny. But you can tell this has had a lot of water on it. That's why it's like that. But like I said, sometimes they have groups that'll come to places like this. And, you know, like 20 people will be out here. Then it's easier that way. When you're one person, it's hard to tell because I got to track down and find an area that's got old stuff. So what I'm gonna stick to, I don't know. But I mean, a place like this is just full of money, man. There's just money laying everywhere. Because I was just gonna stick to, like, you know, stuff but usually like a good silver signal is mostly, sometimes will be a quarter too. Honestly, I need to pinpoint better, that's for sure. I ain't got time for this kind of stuff. But I've seen people go to these fairs and coin. But I've seen people go to fairs and they just start pulling out like real old, you know, seeded, I mean, just all the good stuff. But it's weird how they're all real red. That's just a dime. But see how red it is? So this is telling me that this was underwater. There was a lot of water in here. But there's a lot of people that talk about metal detecting. They say it's silly, but you can literally make enough money. You can make money by doing it. So like as much coins there's going to be in here, if you took your time and just spent the whole day here, man, it's hard to tell how much money you could pull out of here. And I'm hoping this ain't it, because so far I've found 3 coins right in a row. And I'm not like gridding or nothing. I'm just more or less just going across it. See, this is a 1237. Usually like a 1236 is an Indian head. And they're all that, so far all of them has been at least 6 inches in the ground. But see, if you had multiple people, you could come out here and whoever starts getting onto the old stuff, that's where you go. I gotta pinpoint better. I ain't got time to be. I'm saying it right here. Plus, so far the dirt is like killer. So I'll be able to pull these plugs and put them back real nice and neat. And huh. I'm getting a little crazy with the it's a pop cap. Well, one piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? We've only walked maybe 15 feet. And I'm sure up front's a lot worse. Like if you was digging for gold, you'd have to dig every signal you hear. But I've never dug a gold. I've never dug gold. Some people say it comes in higher than what people think so, but usually it comes in like the same as a pull tab, and you can imagine how many pull tabs are in here. I don't know what this is like, laying on the ground, so but like I said, you never know. The reason I'm checking it because it could be a ring, or it could just be a piece of trash. Yeah, it's just a piece of trash. It's a Pabst Blue Ribbon can. But that's like something you wouldn't dig right there, but okay guys, I'm onto a signal. But I'm actually in the middle of the track now. I've been working around. I just haven't found. I've been digging coins out the ass. I just ain't found anything old. I haven't found a wheat penny or anything. And so far, I've dug a couple holes in here, and it's just been regular clad. At least, well, this might even be a shit signal. Because it was like 12 something. Because I've been trying, well, there it is. Huh. Well, it's coming in as like 12:43. don't know. I just, like I said, there's like electric poles out here with the lights. Maybe that's what it is, because that other signal was the same way. I kept digging down, I couldn't find anything. And it's the same signal, exact same signal. I think it's power line. But it's the exact same signal. Plus, I noticed as I've been digging in the ground, it smells like piss out here. So you can imagine how many horses probably pissed on this. Yeah, see, that one's coming in at 12:14, and that's junk. That's at 12:43. I'm sure it's that something to do with those power lines. I mean, it could be a spill or something, but I mean, it would just be clad. It ain't even that deep in the ground. Honestly, when I came out here, I figured I wouldn't get any signal. I figured they'd be far in between. Hell, there's more signals out here than there was over on the other side. But see, when you're in a track, you have to think, man, horses racing here. And I've been to tracks, and the people that live around there for a long time come and told me where they had to fix it, you know, because it like sinks in. Like maybe, you know, maybe there's a underwater lake or something underneath there, and after time it starts to sink. So they start filling it in. Well, what they do is they fill it in with shit. So they throw whatever they can throw in there, maybe like old sidewalk stuff, concrete and stuff, then they fill it back in with dirt to keep it from sinking. So like I said, when you get in here, who knows what's under here. And they're definitely going to keep it, you know, flat, because it's a fairground. That fucker was picking it right up in there. Wow. So that one's got to be a deep one. It's got to be. The only thing good about it, it's nice and windy, but I'm not going to give up on this. This place is just so big. That's not real. I just came in here just to check it, because, you know, I can't walk. I'm actually having to drive to each spot. It's too far to walk. Like right now, I'm kind of getting pretty far away from the truck. Well, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get on something good. Okay, guys, we're on the call today. So basically, you know, this place is just monster. It's a monster place. I mean, I probably didn't even hit 0.5% of it. You know what I mean? I kind of jumped around, and I probably dug maybe like $10 or $15 worth of clad, but I didn't find one old, like a wheat cent. I didn't find anything old, didn't dig any rings. It was just all clad is all I dug. And I kind of focused up this way. I didn't go in the back. So I'm gonna go to the library and try to get more. If I had like an old map, because if you could find a place like where they parked their horses and buggies at back in the 1800s, I think that would be the best place. But like I said, I don't have any idea. They got a bulldozer back here. They might just push the dirt over and over. But this is actually that church I was telling you about. So this church actually used to sit down in the main part of town. Then they moved it down here. So basically it's been here since like 1974. But I think that's what they're having, like a wedding or something here today. But I'll let you guys go. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye. Okay guys, I figured I'd show you this, but I'm not for sure. I think this church here is not as old as this one. This one here I think is apartments now. But this one here is probably on that 1875 map. But I don't think that one is. I don't know how old that church is, but I don't think that's an old one. I don't think it, because it's not on that map. But basically I was trying to show you is when we were at the fairgrounds, that church that's there, I'm going to show you where it used to be. So that's, I'm pretty sure it's this church here is the old one. The one across the street is newer. I don't know how old. I mean, it might be like from the early 1900s, but it's not from the 1800s. Because I think the mayor's house is right next door. I'm not positive. But like I said, we'll be back out here to that fairgrounds. Maybe I'll run into them again. Because I've seen the mayor like 3 or 4 times since I've been out here. Because I'd love, I think someone told me the Smiths or something own this lot here. And what they did is they moved that church down to the fairground. So the church has been down there since like 1974, I bet. But this is actually the lot it's set on. And you can kind of see even this here is actually rock. This is not concrete. So this here has been here that long, since the 1800s. But I think they were saying that was the mayor's house over there. But actually when I drove down through here, there was an old house on the other side. I think I'm gonna go over there and see if I can get a permission before I cruise on home. Well, I just wanted to show you this, guys. Plus, I'm gonna put a silent film at the end to show you how big at Fairgrounds is with some music. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
One evening as the sun went down, the jungle fires were burning. Down the track came a hobo hummer. He said, boys, I'm not returning. Headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. I see you all this coming fall at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty and the sun shines every day. Oh, the birds, the bees, and the cigarette trees, the whiskey springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs, and the farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the sleet don't fall and the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks, where the shacks all have to tip their hat and the railroad booms are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too, and you can paddle all around in a big canoe in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the jails are made of tin, and you can bust right out again as soon as they put shoe-in. There ain't no shorthand shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. I'm going to stay where you sleep all day, where that boy and oil, the inventor of toil, in the big rock candy mountain. Trying, I got blood on my shoes. If I had another woman, I'd have another woman to lose. So hard. One evening as the sun went down, the jungle fires were burning. Down the track came a hobo hummer. He said, boys, I'm not returning. Headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. I'll see you all this coming fall at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty and the sun shines every day. Oh, the birds, the bees, and the cigarette trees, the whiskey springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock